In years of war, where men had to get up and literally go out to war to protect their families, there was less depression than there is today. Humanity was created with purpose. But today I want to talk about men in particular. We can go back to Genesis, to Bereshit, and say, okay, Adam was put in the garden to work it and to guard it. Therefore, every man is given purpose to work and guard their Garden of Eden. And I say that and I'm inspired by that. And I hope I inspire from that. But at the same time, I think it's far more personal. I think that if you take a look at men today, where things are so easy, where men can actually live without a purpose, there has never been more depression and anxiety than today. In the generations where men had to get up and work, otherwise their children would not eat, there was no such thing as social security, and we'll just take from the government or donations from here and there. They had to rely on themselves and only themselves. Whether they were inspired to do it, whether they wanted to do it or not, they got up and they went to work. And if it wasn't the work they wanted, they still did it anyway. They swept the streets, or they delivered, or they carried heavy loads, whatever it was, in order to provide for their family. Today, where people can sit back and just get provided for by the government, by organizations, donations, friends, all of this, there's far more drive to have purpose to provide for your family. In years of war, where men had to get up and literally go out to war to protect their families, there was less depression than there is today. When we have peace, do you hear that? There was less depression and anxiety in the times of war, and I see it in my own country. When we have war every 2 or 3 years, there is less depression when we've got purpose and we have to fight and we have to do what we got to do, and we can't sit back on our laurels and just go, yeah, it's all cool, not a problem. Things are fine. We can spend money, pay off our credit card, maybe. We'll look after our children, maybe. Or we'll just put them in front of a screen, doesn't matter. Our wife will look after herself, she's got friends on Facebook, doesn't matter. When men don't see an urgency to purpose, we get lazy. And when we're lazy, we actually get depressed. Why? Because we know that we can do better, and we know that we need to do better in order to stand up to be the men we're meant to be. So instead of me just telling you what's wrong with us, let's look at what's right with us. What's right with us is that we were created with the potential to have purpose. We were created with a potential to fulfill that purpose. And yes, I know I go through it myself. Ups and downs. I feel great today because I won something. I wake up really annoyed the next day because I feel bad about myself and sorry for myself. I don't have a vaccination from that. We all go through our ups and downs. But brothers, know that you have purpose. If you're lost for that purpose, just do. Do you know how many men and women and children sit around going, like, what's my purpose? I don't know what my purpose is. I've got to search for my purpose. I've got to wait till it's right. I've got to wait till it feels correct. Fine, not a problem, but don't wait. How are you going to know if you don't do? How are you going to know if you don't step forward and take action that is your purpose or is not your purpose? And by the way, really interesting thing going on for myself in my own mind. Does man have one purpose? Do I have one purpose in life? Or do I have many purposes in life? If you're waiting for the one purpose, it may never happen. Even if you do, be dynamic. Be ready to change. Be ready to say, hey, hold on, maybe that was my purpose for that time in my life, and now I need to pivot and change. Maybe that was never my purpose and I thought it was. Whoop! Go the other way. Men have purpose. The number one purpose is wake up in the bloody morning and lead your family. That's step number one. Wake up, say thank you, God, for returning my soul to me. I have another day, whether it's to fulfill my purpose or find my purpose. Be a man. Stand up, lead, and protect. This is Rav Natan here, counselor, coach, and leadership trainer. If you found this inspiring or helpful, please press the subscribe button, share it with a friend, and do not hold back. Comment below if you have any questions or challenges.